community leader on top of that. And he has a little bit of information to share with you. But I have a clip that I want to play first, and we can get your information. So are we ready, Robbie?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, and
Jabril Morris
is my wonderful, wonderful co-host, TGIW, y'all. We have made it this
Wednesday.
I know, man.
It's a happy Wednesday for me.
It's happy. What's new? What's going on with you?
Payday.
Hey!
Payday is always the best Wednesday of every month.
That's what I'm talking about.
The two paydays of a month is so it's like you get new air in your body.
You do. It is. You get new paper in your pocket and you get new air in your body.
And then the bills come.
I know.
Yeah, so
for some it's pretty short-lived.
Yeah.
I understand that. But you know what? I'm working on several streams of income. That's what I'm working on. So that I forget when payday is.
Ooh, I want to get to that point.
Yes.
I want to get to the point where it's like, oh, look at your account like, what?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I got paid today.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I have $2,000 coming to me from my property.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you talk. That's how you talk.
$2,000.
Yes. That's what we talking about. To me, that's what it is. You know, getting to the point where you don't feel like you're overwhelmed. You know, my husband and I, it's funny that you brought that up because we had decided that we wanted to like live below our means.
Okay.
So the one place that we were living in, what's up, Robbie? How you doing? Doing good. All right. So, but yeah, the one place we were living in before the place we're living in now was a little bit pricey, and we decided to, you know, downsize a bit so we could save some money.
Right.
You know, sometimes you have to do that because living but above your means is like crazy.
Yeah, because you got to uphold your standard or just your comfort. Because I remember, you know, you get used to not having cable.
I know.
Then once you get cable, it's like, oh man, I can't live without cable.
Right.
And when you get to that point where you got to make a decision to let it go, it's really hard. Like,
but you know what I like?
My love of hip hop.
I know. But there's so many other alternatives now. You got what you got? Netflix, Hulu. You got, if you have Amazon, some people have Amazon Prime.
Amazon TV thing.
You know, the Fire Stick. You got Chromecast. We have Chromecast.
Okay, I love my Chromecast.
See?
I love my Chromecast.
Yeah.
I never worry about what can I watch because it's all me. It's either Hulu, Netflix, and then they have a lot of different stuff. MTV. If you download an MTV app, you can stream MTV network to your TV.
Yes. You know what else they have? Sling TV. Have you ever heard of Sling?
I heard of that. Yes.
That's another app that you can because we have an Xbox. What is it called? What's the
360?
No,
a One.
We have Xbox One, and so we were able to download the app onto there. So we have Sling TV, and it has HGTV. It has the History Channel.
Really?
What else does it have on there? Some of the TBS, it has TBS on there, Lifetime.
Wow.
It has all of those. And also, AMC. So for all of you, so all of you Walking Dead fans, if you don't have cable, I want you to go get Sling TV because that's what I had. You know, Sling TV.
How much is Sling TV a month?
I think it's $20 a month, which is way cheaper than cable.
Way cheaper than cable.
You know?
Yeah. I had to change my package on Netflix because I had the $14.99 one.
Yeah.
And I didn't need it.
Right.
So I was looking through the options and I was like, well, what's the difference between $14.99 and $7.99?
Right.
I saved $7 this month.
That's what
by switching. So
that's what's up. And I'm just gotta say, I'm not like a Sling TV promoter or anything. I have to make sure I give that disclaimer, you know. But I mean, it works for me, so I use it, you know. But there's so many options. So if you don't have cable, you know, there's so many options out there. And this, since we turning this into save your money segment, You know, I think you should. I'm encouraging you, Be Inspired family, to find other alternatives to help you save money. Like, I was going to Walmart and I was getting a little tired of, you know, the quality of the food and products there.
Right.
You know, I'm like, I'm giving you all this money.
Well, Walmart does store brand, right?
They do have a brand. They have a store brand, but they have, you know, name brand, of course. You know, they have great value. That's their brand. But, you know, I was like, if I'm going to pay this kind of money every week, I want some quality stuff, you know? So I found another market and the prices are phenomenal. And then when you add your coupons, that's when it's like really, so you got to get your circulars, you guys. Look out for the different stores that's having sales. And if you're a couponer, take a couponer, take those coupons and match it up to them store sales and save you some money, people. Yeah. You know, it's all about saving and being resourceful. That's my motto. Yeah. Keep it simple.
And then it's just like, we got to learn as a consumer what we actually pay for. Yes. Because it's the product. It's not the product we're paying for. It's the name. Right. And I've learned that over the last 2 years.
Oh, for sure.
I've seen a hat with the words, just like a name brand. And then I've seen the same hat, nothing on it, same, drastically lower price. Yeah, same style, drastically lower price. So we pay for it being made in America, because when something's made in America, they jack it up 20%.
And it's like, why?
Right.
Why? Right. And then that's a whole different topic. We're talking about, outsourcing and paying for labor outside of the country. And then there goes our jobs here. It's crazy. It's so much. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show. That's what we talk about. I know we so random right now, but whatever.
I mean, this is a good start to the show because, hey, you need to know some things.
You absolutely do. Save your money, you guys.
Because you'll really appreciate it later down in the week. Not even later in life, later down the week. Because you may want to do something, go to an event, and that $20 you saved on not buying the hat, you could use it towards something else.
You're so wise.
I try to be.
It's the truth. But it's like, also, you never know. You got incidentals, things that just pops up that could happen. Yeah. And you like, I'm in a pickle. I need a couple dollars to take care of this. But you spent it on that hat you was talking about, So save your money, you guys.
I want to talk about one of those pickles, like, real quick. I have a small story. I was walking to the city because I work for a city agency. Walking to the city, going to do a mail run, and my pants ripped.
Ooh.
Like, ripped to the point at the crotch area.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, and I couldn't cover it up. I didn't have a hoodie, anything. So I had to walk around with my hand grabbing my crotch. So I remembered I had money in my account, and I was like, H&M. That was the first place I went, was H&M to grab another pair of pants. Me saving money, me not buying a $10 burger. Yeah. Helped me in the long run, so I could buy the pants that I desperately needed, because I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk in the city hall with my hand on my crotch.
No,
I could not walk.
Highly inappropriate, I must say.
And it just would have not been pretty. So
no, not a good look. Walking up in there with all them officials talking about you didn't have a Michael Jackson moment.
Yeah, they would have been like, "Well, sir, what?" I wouldn't have been able to explain it. So save your money, people. It goes a long way.
Now, if that wasn't a convincing story, I don't know what was or what is.
Right.
Save your money, people. You might end up in the pickle, and you don't want to have a Michael Jackson moment. Okay.
Or rip pants moment.
Rip pants. You got to hold on to certain body parts because certain things on your body rip. Clothing articles ripped. That's what we do on the Be Inspired Radio Show. We encourage you folks to do some things. We want you to live exceedingly above the status quo. That's our tagline here. We want you to live beyond what's just the norm. Save your money so you can do some things that you really want to do, or you could take care of some things when, you know, incidentals happen. We're human, so accidents do happen.
Right.
So let me set up the show today. It's so full, like it's so packed with so much good stuff. So
nice.
I am excited because first of all, today starts the beginning of a new segment that will be added to our show. So a 15-minute segment with Dr. D. So right now it's called Youth Corner with Dr. D, but we're changing the name. It'll probably be like the Mental Corner or Mental Health Corner, not the Mental Corner. That is not what I meant. I meant Mental Health Corner or the Psychologist Corner or something like that. We're going to come up with a different name because she's going to be talking about so much other stuff. But
the
Dr.
brainstorm.
D, yes. Ooh.
We're gonna
hot.
I'm gonna be doing some more brainstorming over the break.
Yes.
When we come back, I'm gonna have an official name for that.
I love it. Okay. That's hot. So Dr. D is going to be joining us for 15 minutes in the second hour of the show. I'm so excited to have her. You guys don't understand. She is a gem, okay? She is phenomenal. She's phenomenal. And to have her on the show is major for 15 minutes every week. I'm really? Yes, every week, not just today. Yeah. Every week she will be coming and talking to us, getting our minds right, getting our perspectives together. And then we have Morgan Cox of Impact and Morgan Cox LLC. She's going to be talking with us today. She has some major things that she's doing in the community. I'm so excited. We're getting ready to go on a break, but you have to stay tuned because we got so much to bring you on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are live on YouTube as well.
Live on YouTube.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Joining us right now is Mr. Antonio Long. He was one of our first See Baltimore artists. That tour is actually under construction, and we're doing some revamping and making sure the foundation is solid.
Yes.
So we haven't forgotten about it. So December, we kind of took a pause, and we'll be back up and running in January. My mind is gone. Food. I need food. If you're in the downtown Baltimore area and you have a cheeseburger in your hand, definitely stop past the studio. Give me a call and let me know where you are, and I'll meet you wherever you are. But Antonio Long is joining us in the building. He's a singer, inspirational, not necessarily gospel, not necessarily R&B, but encompassed of both of them. Yeah. So let us know a little bit about who you are, what you do. Singer,
writer, recording artist. And I just like to make good music.
There we go.
From Baltimore.
So possibly we'll hear a little bit of it live if he's not afraid, because we throw people under the bus.
Yeah.
Talent wise.
No doubt.
On this show. We got to see if you got the chops to sink or swim.
Okay.
We do it. We do it. We don't hold back here. We don't hold back here. But we'll definitely try to hear from him a couple more segments. So let us know about your music. So do you have an EP coming out, or is it one in the making?
I just released the EP actually October 28th.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's called Life.
Life.
Yeah.
So what was it like making that?
It was fun. This is my first it's 8 songs on the project.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little more lengthy than your typical EP. But I put out a mixtape last year, but this is my first official project.
Okay.
Everything else has been singles. So
So you're singing your own music now?
I'm singing my own music.
Did you write it?
All original music. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fun. The creative process was fun. I worked with Junior Lee.
Okay.
With Faith Junkie Productions. He's based out of Delaware.
Okay.
And it was fun. I was going up there. 2-3 times.
It was business because it's your money on the line.
Definitely.
Right.
No major labels.
Yeah, no doubt. It was fun. It gave me. It's more work than what I expected. Honestly, because
you're doing a bunch of different. You're writing and the performer in it, so that's 2 big jobs right there.
Yeah, it was definitely. But creatively, it was great. It was great collaborations. I also worked with Anthony Johnson. He produced a song off of the EP. He's from Virginia, and I worked with So For Real Productions.
You deal with some legit individuals. Okay.
Yeah, so.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on Be Exposed Radio.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangster goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. Hello, world. Hello.
You listening to BeXradio.com.
Throw it up. Watch it all fall out.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, it's Monty, the executive producer here at BeExposedRadio.com, and I'm here to talk about my show. I know, how selfish, right? Talk Lately with me, Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So what do we talk about on this show? I can tell you this, there has never been a show that I have gotten completely through the full agenda, because our topics, our conversations are just that damn good. I cover politics, gossip, entertainment, and hey, I love a good panel discussion. Hey, get a group of people in here and let us debate it out. That is the best thing in the world. Not to mention, I take calls and texts, and I'll debate with you too. So why don't you get involved and be heard? What's that old adage? Closed mouths don't get fed. That says it all. So join me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Call me at 410-702-5657. You can text at 443-642-9403. And don't forget to be heard and vote in our weekly poll right on the website. Check it out.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, everybody. We're back on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. TGIW. As always, I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, and we got here
the co-host, Jabril Morris.
That's right. We doing it up on this hump day, bringing y'all inspiration to get y'all over that hump, get y'all through the rest of your week. That's how we do it here on the Be Inspired Radio Show. Listen, we got a couple of announcements. So first of all, our first Be Exposed Radio open house was it was phenomenal.
A huge success.
It was a huge success. So shout out to all of the supporters, everybody that came out, everybody who showed support. Oh my gosh, the DJ Tweezy, he was here.
Pumping out the
He
tunes.
was pumping out the tunes.
Pumping out
Everybody on Facebook, hey, I want y'all to see my my wonderful co-host Jabril. I want him to get some camera time. So listen, we are live on Facebook too. So all of you Be Inspired Radio Show supporters, we are live on Facebook. We're streaming live on Ustream. I
forgot about that.
I know.
Okay,
But anyway, I digress. I was talking about the open house, which was a total success. We've decided we're going to be doing it once a month. Once a month, we're going to be doing our open house. So we're planning one for May the 14th. So put it on your calendar now. All of you business owners out there, all of you BeExposedRadio.com supporters, May the 14th is going to be the next Be Exposed Radio open house. Y'all got to come here. 110 East Lexington Street. You got to see where all the magic happens. Our studio is phenomenal and awesome. Kayla, can you just give them a little tour, just a little bit? Take the camera around, let them see the studio a little bit. See how, how we do our thing around here. But please keep that in mind. May the 14th is our next open house. We want you to please support. Tell all your friends, tell all your friends' friends, and tell all your friends' friends.
And tell your grandma.
And tell your grandma.
Because grandmas get the word out.
Hey, we back. Look. Hey, Lisa. Hi. Thank you for joining. Oh, my lovely cousin Sheena. What's up? Y'all get to see where all the magic happens. I'm so, you know what? I love this Facebook Live app. It's off the hook. It's nice. That's old, right? I gotta come up with some new terminology.
I mean, off the hook is still
it's still
relevant.
good. I know people say dope. I know people say dope all the time.
If you use that,
yes,
that's good. That's
yes. So listen, again, we got the open house coming up. Also, all you business owners, if you're looking for an opportunity to advertise your business, all of you who are looking live on Facebook, if you're a business owner, you're looking for an opportunity to rep your business, to get some exposure for your business, please hit us up, okay? We want to help to promote your business. We have some opportunities for that right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Also, keep in mind, again, May the 14th is our open house. If you're a business owner, if you're a vendor and you have a business, I'm telling you, you got to be here. We have opportunities for you to shout out your business. So we got some stuff going on. We want y'all to keep that in mind. And please, as always, tune in to BeExposedRadio.com. We have so many different shows here. We have like 7 shows now.
Yep, 7 shows
on Be Exposed. So the Be Exposed family is growing. The Be Inspired Radio Show family is growing.
Yeah.
We got a new spot. It's going to be called the Mental Health Corner. So we're with Dr. D.
Got to brainstorm that.
I know. We got to come up with a name for that.
We are.
But we have a renowned psychologist that is going to be joining us every week for 15 minutes. She's going to be coming and giving us some information about how to be healthy mentally and how to change our perspective a little bit in the community. So we're getting ready to go on a break. And when we come back, our topic is Focus on the Community with our guest, Morgan Cox of Impact and Morgan Cox LLC. So you got to come back after the break, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
BeExposedRadio.com. I am so excited, and it has been a whole week since I've been able to.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So, you know how you round people who really can sing? And they always like, oh, I don't know if it's this time. That's what these, well, at least these two over here are giving me right now. It's not the time, you know. It should be 78.5 degrees in here.
0.25.
So they're going to share a little bit, just a little taste to get you interested, to get you tingling this morning.
Come on in here.
Share a little of their Banji soul with us.
Stand behind her.
Okay. Well, y'all singing y'all mic.
Yeah, y'all can sing.
Okay, so this is called What I Thought. It's also on the album.
Don't hold back.
Okay. Y'all ready? You ready, B? Okay. I see the lights pouring out your face. No, you can't hide. I see them clear as day. I'm growing tired of playing these games. You say I'm tripping. Well, get up on this plane now, 'cause I'm pulling out with you all night. Are you going crazy or too damn lazy? We ain't skipping through no daisies. This wasn't my fantasy. This ain't what I thought. And this ain't what I want.
I told y'all wasn't ready. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You listening to BeXradio.com.
Throw it up, throw it up.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, and
Jabril Morris,
my wonderful co-host. Y'all like the way we be vibing?
I like our synergy.
Yeah.
Every time we come in this arena, it gets stronger.
It gets stronger. That's because it's meant to be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We growing. We expanding on the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Y'all, guess what? I figured out how to use Facebook Live. Because you know what? I haven't seen it for so long on there and couldn't figure it out. But anyway, we got our guest calling in right now, Morgan Cox, our guest for tonight. And our topic is focus on the community. I think she's on air now. Morgan, are you there?
I am. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I am awesome. Thank you for asking. Thank you for having me today.
Oh,
totally
my God.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. We appreciate you for accepting the invitation. We always get excited when we have great people on the show.
Awesome.
So we're going to have a good time tonight. I'm really excited because our topic is focused on the community. And again, our special guest, Morgan Cox of Impact and Morgan Cox LLC is with us. We're excited. Yay. We're clapping it up in the studio. Oh, look. We've got the applause going. All right. So just do me a favor and just introduce yourself to everyone and tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Awesome. So, of course, my name is Morgan Cox. A lot of people know me as the girl who hashtag go over Facebook and Instagram, who is Morgan Cox. Well, so who am I? That's a good question. So I have two businesses. One is Impact, and the other one is For Women Powered by Women, which are both closely related. I'll start with For Women Powered by Women first. For Women Powered by Women is an organization that helps women maintain stable relationships in every aspect of their lives. So that's what I do in regards to the For Women Powered by Women. Just mainly doing life coaching, workshops. We have our conference coming up in May. So just, mainly helping women with their inner beauty so it can transform and, impact other relationships that they may come into work with. And then the next one is Impact itself, which is my youth organization. Mainly the same thing, help our youth maintain stable relationships. But with Impact, we have 7 main principles, which is to empower, motivate, promote, advocate, counsel, and teach. So those 7 main principles, we believe that if we instill that in our youth, they can become better leaders in today's society. So those are my 2 companies I'm working with. Impact is a nonprofit, 501(c)(3), and we just recently with Impact, we did our first Easter egg hunt, which had a great turnout as well.
Wow. I think it's great too, because with the 2 organizations, you're definitely touching the major demographics of our community, which is our women and our youth. And our men definitely, of course, is a staple in our community, but definitely working with our women and our youth, which are two demographics that really need to be built up in confidence and in strength. So I commend you for doing that. So kudos.
Thank you.
So how long have you been doing both, or have you had both organizations?
So it's a works. And actually both really started up through me with personal development. My own personal development, my own journey. I started off as a pageant queen. Was Miss Pennsylvania Black International for 2010. Then I just, I kind of got lost in a sense. I had my daughter and everything else, and I'm just so focused on other things in life that I wasn't focused on myself. So in regards to that, I started For Women Powered by Women, I want to say in 2014. And then Impact is briefly new. So I really started Impact. It really launched this year, but we've been in the planning process last year, so in 2015.
So how important is it for you to have an organization like that and having a child of your own? How does that influence your ability to do the Impact organization?
It influences a lot. It's a little bit challenging because a lot of times people will say, you have to practice what you preach, right? So if I'm telling my daughter and I'm raising her under the Impact principles, and I'm telling other mothers to do this, I have to do the same thing with my child, which is kind of testy a little bit, but I see a lot of development with her. Her leadership, she's only 4. And when I say she has some awesome leadership qualifications, I mean awesome. It's little things that we can observe with our kids, right?
Right.
For instance, when we take them to the park, she brings out a toy and other people wants to play with them. But she's the only child, by the way. She's not going to say, no, you can't play. I'm going to only play with this person. She takes the leader in the upper row and be like, okay, well, let's all take turns. So everybody get in the line. Okay, now you go first. Okay, now you go first. And she makes herself last. And that's what I want to see. That's what I would like to see in all kids. And she's only 4. And when I see those leadership qualifications, of course I have to praise her because I'm like, awesome, London, you're being a really good leader. So, it's amazing and it works. I mean, it really works, my child. And I'm not saying she's a perfect child because there's no such thing as a perfect child. But when you instill impact principles into your child and, especially at a young age, and influence their everyday life. Even her teachers are telling me, like, I can see the work that you're doing with her for a single mom. Thank you. Like, they're just thanking me. And that's a blessing as well.
And I think really what it is that our youth just needs that kind of guidance. That's it. Once they have an example, someone that they can follow or someone that they see doing something great or maybe doing something similar, that right there is a catalyst for their success.
Yep, absolutely. And, it also goes with the mom as well. The mom and the dad. If they don't know who they are inside, and they're so, wanting to do other things or wanting to live that life that they think they should live or, whatever they want to do and necessarily not benefiting the kid, they're not pouring out to the kid as they should be. And, that's where, finding yourself, knowing who you are as a woman can instill on your kids as well. Because ultimately, everything that we do as parents, however we're feeling or, everything is like scrutinized by kids. Like they're looking at everything. So that's why we have to be that living example for them to show them like the right way.
That's just the truth. So you know what? That leads me into my next question with it's For Women by Women. Is that correct?
It's For Women Powered by Women.
Empowered by Women. For Women Empowered by Women. So what is the message that you want to send through For Women Empowered by Women? So we've dealt with the youth side of it, but what is the message that you want to send to women through that organization?
Mainly that with everything that we go through as women, you're never alone. I went through this time with my divorce and so much other stuff that was like, I thought I was alone. I didn't have no one to talk to. But I started getting empowered by other women, other successful women. It's like, I have a purpose. So that's why it's called For Women Powered by Women, is because it's like, I'm all for women taking the lead and I get powered. I get excited and it motivates me to do well for other women. So the message that I like to put across is that you're never alone. With For Women Powered by Women, it's kind of like a sisterhood where if you have a problem or if you have something, you can contact someone. You can contact me. We can help you get through it. But mainly identifying, yourself and your self-worth and all that good stuff within inside of you so we can help you blossom to be the best version of you.
So were there any women or people in your life that really influenced you and what you're doing today or just in general that had an impact on your life?
Yes. And that is LaQuisha Hall. She was my pageant coach. So when I started off as like, just doing my first pageant, just typical pageant coach. I was like a little tomboy, so trust me, she would say I was rough around the edges.
Right.
And from there, after the pageant, I went to Atlanta. I won first runner-up in the national pageant, and I was like, okay, that's enough of that. Let me just go and see what the world has. But she never left my side. She was still there for me, like, Morgan, whatever you want to do, I have your back. I'm here for you. And for so long, I've been following her, and she's like my sister because it's like she never left my side. From her being my pageant coach to today, she's like my sister. And so she always inspired me to do great. And she helped me, like, really see, like, a lot of people want to be known for temporary things.
Yes.
But let's be known for things that can make an everlasting change. That's what I try to instill people every day. But she is like awesome. Like she gives me my motivation, my hope, and that drive to like, let's just do it.
Wow.
And she's a big mentor. She plays a major role in everything that I do.
I actually just recently started following her on Facebook, and you're right. She's definitely very inspirational. And I had the chance to see some of the things that she's involved in and teaching young women. And, I saw one thing that she did, which was, I think it was a Bible journal, or she like draws.
Journal Bibling.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I think that's just so creative. But to be able to share that, like, I think what we need more of is that type of support, that no matter what you're doing, you're not afraid to help somebody else who may be following in those same footsteps. Or, I think that's just important to be able to invest in that way.
Absolutely. I mean, anyone I work with or anyone I come in contact with, the ultimate purpose in life is to find your purpose, right? And there's so many ways we can find that, but ultimately when you find your purpose, and you have to have someone to push you to your full potential to find your purpose and help you utilize it. After that, you like, I can do anything.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Because when I found mine, I was like, yes, like Morgan, or I had my little moments, my devotions in the morning. I'm like, yes, I'm like ready to take on the world. Like nothing can stop me. And I would like to see other young women especially get to that point. I mean, like, I'm like really young. I keep saying I'm like really young, but it's just like, well, I'm only 23, and I just want to be other young women to see that. I want them to be able to see, like, let's find our purpose now. Don't find your purpose when you're like 40 or no offense on those
if
older
you can
people.
help it. Yes.
Yeah, but like just utilize. There's so many awesome people around, and cleaning out like your unnecessary friends on Facebook. Just try to replace them with like a LaQuisha Hall or a Jill Bullock or Pastor D or someone influential who can help you throughout the day.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just start filtering them out day by day, just so you can get more empowered and try to be the best potential of you.
Okay. I have a question for you. You said that you were a tomboy. So how did you actually get started in the whole modeling thing? Or pageant queen? I'm sorry, not modeling.
It's okay. So I kept watching what's that MTV show where True Life?
Yeah.
Right. So I kept watching True Life. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so much fun. So I went to my mom. I was like, Mom, I want to do pageants. My mom did not take me seriously. She's like, no, Morgan. And then I went again. I was like, Mom, I want to do pageants. And then she was like, well, you get all the information. You do your research and tell me why you want to do pageants. Then come back to me. So I had to get all my stuff down. This is all just basically me watching MTV True Life. Like, I just seen it on TV and I was like, that looks so cool. And then I just popped into the game. I went to my mom with my little proposal, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. And she's like, okay, now you got to find a pageant coach. And I found one. I found LaQuisha on Facebook. And then, was it Facebook or MySpace at the time? Either Facebook or MySpace. And from there, I just, our relationship blossomed from there, and I started the pageants.
Wow.
Okay.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, even being that age and knowing what you want.
Right. Yeah, and it's different things. I find like right now I'm seeing like little like things in my life where so it's like what I did is funny how I'm taking those things and shifting them into a whole different aspect. Because like with pageants, it's more than just wearing a crown, of course. You have to do public speaking, a lot of community work, and so forth. But like now, with the pageants, I did that, but I don't want to run on a national pageant level anymore. Since I now am an entrepreneur, I am able to run for next year. I'll be competing in Miss Entrepreneur pageant in Maryland, and then I'll want to take that to a national level. So I'm also promoting my brand as that way as well. So it's different. And it's like, wow, like, okay, I see what you're doing. No, like a lot of times there's those like little aha moments with God, like,
oh
okay,
gosh,
I
yes.
see what you're doing. Yeah, I'll be talking to him and be like, okay, I see what you're doing. I got you.
You start
So
to
the
see how the
opportunity was
plan is
presented.
coming together.
Yep. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. I was like, okay. Because after I had my daughter, it was so hard for me to get back into pageants. And no one wants a contestant who has a kid. Even I was married, they still didn't want me like to have my daughter because I was like young, and it was like, no, you can't have a kid. So I couldn't run for Miss America or anything on like a higher level, not knocking those pageants. But I had my daughter, and it was like, I'm not going to say that I don't have a kid just to compete.
Right.
Like, she is who I am. Like, that's not what I'm going to do. So I waited my time, and Miss Entrepreneur came up, Miss Mompreneur came up as well. Different pageants came up for like business women, and the opportunity was presented to me last week to run for Miss Entrepreneur Maryland, and I'm doing so. So I'll be competing next year, May of 2017.
Wow. Well, congratulations to you on that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I haven't even made that public yet, but thank you. Well, now.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, except for now. So, you know what? I'm feeling. Were you feeling honored?
Yeah.
She revealed that on the Be
Well, you
Inspired radio
should.
show. Look at God.
Well, you should. You should.
That's awesome. You know what? I'm just so happy for everything that is happening for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to you some more, ask you some more questions, talk about some things that you have coming up, and really get some support for you and all that you're doing.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes. So just a few minutes, we're going to take a break, and we will be back on the Be Inspired radio show only on BeExposedRadio.com. Stay on the line, Morgan.
What? Kicking her feet, real mad at her husband.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like, some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium
I
somewhere.
want to go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that
So you just
building.
gonna shoot for the moon.
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that, because that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Or are you?
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking, like not like tear it up, but just like a
a little 1 2, 1 2.
Hell, a little not voguing, but kind of the essence of it. Very cozy and hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to like bust out sweats.
So that's mean you don't have the dance gene and you.
I can dance.
Okay,
that's not what I'm doing. I can dance, but I'm not, trying to get that. That's not my lane. I want to keep it really kind of a retro feel with like the new school with a retro feel. Like
okay. Little Banji Soul.
Yeah.
People gonna start using that.
Right. And they should.
Little Banji Soul.
Yeah.
But just mark it so people know, like this was mine.
This where it came from. Because people was queens out here now that was princesses last week. They was princesses before my album dropped. Now they queen or something. Like, pinky up.
I cannot. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Hey, everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like I've learned I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do.
The pain?
I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay. And there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Yeah, make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
Yes.
Is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on
You're
Be
listening to
Exposed Radio.
BXRadio.com.
Throw it up, watch it all fall out. Pull it up,
What? Kicking her feet, real mad at her husband. But you know, it's
Is
just
that
real
Beyonce?
mad.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Everybody, welcome back to the Be Inspired radio show only on BeExposedRadio.com. And we're in here discovering that we just like fell in love with this live button on Facebook. It's like, oh my gosh. Because, you know, I was seeing everybody popping up live and I was like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Yes. Like celebrities and stuff. They have been doing it. But regular people have been doing it too. And I was like, how do you do that? And then I saw it, I guess it updated on the app on my phone, and I saw the little live thing, and I said, oh.
It's gonna get a lot of people in trouble too, I believe.
Probably. You have to use it with discretion.
But you know how people are. We get to talking and see.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Discretion.
Right there.
Morgan.
Yes.
We are cutting up on it. Do you know how to use the live button, Morgan? You know how to use it?
Yes. Actually, me and my twin sister, we go live all the time. People like think it's very actually hilarious. I got this. So I'll always go live. At first, it was like a Apple thing where you only could go live on Apple. But I received the update myself, and I can go live from my Android. So it's awesome.
Isn't it like the best thing ever?
Yes.
we got our owner Monty. He's in the studio.
I'm in here, Morgan.
Hey.
What's going on?
I'm good. How are you?
I see you in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Your phone call ID.
I'll be moving to Maryland at the end of April. So I'm like, yeah. So I work in Maryland actually. I'm only here because my daughter's school, she's been at the school since she was 2, and I love the school. So I wanted to keep her in the school until she goes to kindergarten. So she finished kindergarten soon. So I've just been like going back and forth to Maryland. So we officially moved into our apartment April the 30th. I'm really excited about that move.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Huh? Oh. Work related. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
Monty's mic. We trying to get his mic on because he wanted to talk to you.
There we go.
That was his fault.
Oh no.
I got the ragged mic. But I forgot what I was.
You was going to Pittsburgh.
April the 15th.
Oh, okay. Nice. So you'll be driving past me. We live in York. So that's like
you right outside of Maryland.
Yeah.
Like right outside of Maryland. Yeah. Like from Hunt Valley.
I'm going 2 hours in, like 2 or 3 hours in driving. Because I heard it was like a 5-hour ride, almost 5 hours.
Yeah.
I can't drive that long. I had one experience driving a long distance, and I'll never do it again. Going to Massanutten, and I was the only one driving.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
And I'll never do that again.
Oh my gosh! Alicia was just with Massanutten. Mine was all the way to Atlanta.
By yourself?
Jeez,
no,
that's
it
a
was
day
me
trip.
and 5 other people for the pageant. 5 other people. From there, I was like, I will never drive anywhere. So last year, I went to Miami, and everybody wanted to drive. I was like, nope, I'll be flying.
Oh yeah, no, you don't drive to Miami. That's not somewhere you drive.
But some people are actually doing it. I was like, no, not me.
You spend all your vacation time trying to get there and back.
Yes, I was like, not me. He must have had time on their hands. I was like, not me and my PTO.
On this microphone, but I'm going home.
Oh, you leaving? Oh, Money, we was having fun. All right.
Well, we were here for Morgan anyway.
Bye,
we were here
Monty's
for Morgan
Facebook Live.
Anyway.
Bye. He's leaving. He's exiting the building.
Oh, bye.
I know. But that's okay because we're having fun with you, Morgan.
Right.
Oh, thanks.
it feel like you right here in the studio with us.
I know. I really wanted to make it today. I did. And then, like, I had to go pick up my daughter, and I was like, you know what? My time is just so off today. I was like, let me just not even do it.
But
so
you know.
I was like, let me just call in.
Yeah, we're
I'm
flexible.
still here.
We're
yeah.
flexible.
Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate it.
Yes. So we were talking about impact and also for women empowered by women. Right. And all that the organization is doing and the messages that you want to send. So let's talk some more about that. I really wanted to talk to you too about you. Are you a mentor to young women?
Yes. So I have a couple people who I just reach out to. If I see them, I just instantly kind of get all up in their business.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentor other young women. And a lot of people just, I feel like a lot of the positions that I'm put there for a reason.
Yes.
So there's some people who I just randomly see you at Walmart, not acting up, and I just start talking to you. And if I don't see something politely or, good, I just start talking to you and, with the hopes that we can exchange information. There are some fellow coworkers who I have mentored as well, also life coached as well. That's exciting too. So just all over, wherever I network and, whoever I meet and, they feel comfortable with allowing me in, I'm there. I'm like, oh, I'm like, yes, let's get this transformation on.
Yes.
So what kind of background do you need to be a life coach? Do you need psychology? Do you need a degree is my main question.
So you don't need a degree, but you do need a certification.
Okay.
So I have been certified, but you don't necessarily need a degree. And you really don't need the certification either, but I prefer to have the certification for the fact that it looks good and, not allowing anyone. Because technically nowadays you can't allow anyone to speak into your ear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Bible says. You can't let anyone speak into your ear. So, I had the certification done and, all that good stuff. So that's really it for life coaching and just promoting myself as a life coach. And I'm just really picky. Also have a life coach myself. And she actually helped me with building my life coaching brand as well.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We up on another break, Morgan.
Okay.
But we're going to come back and we're going to continue our conversation and just have some more fun. All right.
No worries.
All right. Y'all stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream is white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time I saw her, I can't remember what state she's in. I think she's in North Carolina or something like that, somewhere I'm not going. That some kind of sensibility about her that makes me like her for president. But she's not running. We have this old guy that looks like he should be on the popcorn box. Then we have Martin O'Malley. Fine. We'll settle if we must. Hillary, who I like, but she just has to fight against all this controversy, and that's the hard part of it all. Then we have Huckabee. I could have swore he died, like in one of those books, like a fairy tale book. Trump, we're gonna get to you in a moment. Meet with all these black folk in one room, and they just fell for it. Like, he must have been giving out $100 bills behind it.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back live with the Be Inspired Radio Show with your co-host Jabril Morris
and your host Miss Be Inspired.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I did good.
Yes, you
I
did.
good.
You brought us in well.
I did good.
So that's what we do. We share here on the Be Inspired Radio Show.
Mm-hmm.
We share.
Yeah. But before we get any further, I would like to give the call-in number and the text number. So for local callers, the number is 410-702-5657. Once again, 410-702-5657. And the text number is 443-642-9403.
That's right. So if you have any questions for our beautiful guest, Morgan Cox, we want you to call in, and we also want you to text in.
Yes.
Call in 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403. So questions for our guests, or if you just want to tell us how wonderful and fabulous we are, you can call us and text us that too.
Yes.
We welcome it. We welcome it. But again, our topic for tonight is focus on the community, and we have our wonderful and beautiful special guest, Morgan Cox of Impact and For Women, empowered by women. She's a young woman doing it up in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you for being on the show.
And I appreciate you for having me.
So can you, real quick, for those who might be just tuning in, just recap what the two organizations are about and how people can reach you?
Sure. So both organizations are helping, so For Women Powered by Women helps our women maintain stable relationships in every aspect of their lives. And Impact, which means to empower, motivate, promote, advocate, counsel, and teach, helps our youth maintain stable relationships in every aspect of their lives as well, but through the 7 main principles of Impact, which is to empower, motivate, promote, advocate, counsel, and teach. You guys can find me on, I only have 2 social media handles. So Facebook at Morgan Cox, Instagram, who is Morgan Cox with the 2 underscores at the end. And always feel free to email me at whoismorgancox@gmail.com.
So do you accept volunteers for your organization, or if you're having events and things like that, do you solicit help for from volunteers and just people in general?
Yes, always. So with the past Easter egg hunt, I definitely was looking for volunteers to help out with that, especially on Impact side, because it is a nonprofit. So we actually had 50 kids registered and had a handful of volunteers. It was awesome. I do encourage people to volunteer if you see an event that I'm hosting for Women Powered by Women or Impact. On May the 7th, coming up, I will be holding my 2nd annual Women's Empowerment and Networking Luncheon at the Sheraton in Towson. So if anybody is free and would like to volunteer, or I believe I still have 2 vendor spots open as well. You guys can contact me at whoismorgancox@gmail.com, and we can set something up as far as volunteering or becoming a vendor as well.
Okay. So do you have any other things outside of that event that's coming up that you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I'm excited, and I'm planning a back to school youth summit this summer. I'm really excited because it's for our older kids, so ages 13 to 18. So the way that it will be set up is like you're going to summer school, but instead of you actually going to school, you'll be actually taking different classes on becoming a better leader and becoming a better you for our young people. So that's what I'll be doing at this time.
I think that will definitely impact a youth or a young person going to school, just getting those skills, you know, helping them socially and in their classes, because that might build up confidence. You know, you have some kids that might be too shy to ask a question. And, you know,
or too shy to take a leadership role
and ask for help or whatever. So I think that's imperative.
Yeah, or even just to stand out in their group of friends, you know, knowing what's acceptable. A lot of kids are in groups and get themselves in trouble for the fact that, you know, they don't want to speak up. They don't want to say, no, guys, I don't think this is something that we should be doing. And what I learned is those friends in ninth grade and stuff, unless they're really, really good friends, they won't be our friends for, you know, future endeavors, because we're all going to slip past. So, you know, you want to try to like build that friendship, but also take the leadership role. Speak up. Say if something's not right, you know. That's not how you were taught. Say something. So don't get in trouble just for your friends. I always tell people that.
Amen to that. I try to tell my children that too. Like, just because they're doing it does not mean that you have to do it, especially if you know that it's not the right thing to be doing. If it can get you in trouble, you know, stay away from it, you know, and you get to pick who your friends are. You do.
Yes.
You get to
absolutely. You can always pick. So, but that's what's going on. So I'm still planning the youth summit. So many different ideas and so many awesome people who I want to have a class that I'm like trying to get everything together. So more information to come in regards to that.
I'm excited. I'm just going to tell a little bit how Morgan and I met. We met at a branding brunch, and I want to make sure I get their names right. Jill and Trell. Jill and Trell Bullock. Jill Bullock and Trell. Is her last name Bullock also?
No, it's Trell Ravenel.
Yes.
I hope I'm saying that right.
I know. I don't want to mess it up. So, but
Trell,
Jill and Trell.
I hope I'm not messing it up.
I know. Jill and Trell, they are, I'm telling you, phenomenal. They are a phenomenal two women. And I went to their branding brunch, and it was so empowering and uplifting. And that's where I met Morgan. We actually sat next to each other. Didn't realize who each other was. We just kind of sat there. You know, and then Jill and Trill, they asked us to go around. Well, they didn't ask everyone, but you know, we had to do this exercise where we had to write down the purpose of our businesses that we had, and you know, and what our tagline would be, and things like that, and the backstory to our businesses. And so she picked on different ones in the audience, and myself and Morgan ended up being, you know, one of those people that had to stand up. And we both got a chance to learn a little bit about what each other did. And we exchanged information, and voila. Here she is today.
I encourage people to do networking events. Trying to surround yourself with different people and different friends. Networking events, you'll find people who are like-minded with you. But we met at the DM brunch and branding event. It was so awesome. It was so nice to meet you. It was just like, oh.
Same here. Yes.
Yeah. I just grabbed your seat and look who I sat next to.
I know. You never know. That is the truth. That is I had to go all the way down to North Carolina to meet a young lady who wanted to be an intern here. But it was just by chance. You know, I went down there, went to the Payless down there in Durham, North Carolina. And this young lady was the cashier. And I just walked up to her. I felt led to give her my card. I did. And the rest is history. Isn't that something?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I'm trying to tell you, you never know who you can meet. Like, you never know who you're going to run into paths with as well. Like they always say, slay everything. But some people might see me in public looking a hot mess. I still talk to my card. These guys be like, this lady is not serious.
It's like that
she's on bad socialists and everything. And I'd be like, no.
It's like that sometimes. And you're a busy woman. You know, that just leads me to the next question. What do you do for fun? I mean, outside of, because I know you're business minded and you're working on all your endeavors, but what do you do to really like unwind, to rest, to refresh yourself?
Okay, so so I'm trying to learn different things to do for fun. I need to get outside the business norm and mommy mode. So I'm trying to look for more things to do. I actually really just started, I don't like the term making friends, But just getting more friends and stuff like that. So I'm trying to like hang out more, just, you know, hang out, go out to eat, talk to more people and stuff. But to get myself centered, I always do my morning devotion. I feel like that's the best way. Again, that's just me being by myself. But my morning devotion just gets me centered. Like when everything else is in array, I get my little book and I listen to Periscope, put on some of my Pandora, and just, I'm like dead to the road at this point. I'm just getting myself centered. So, and my meditation as well, that works tons. That works a whole lot for me. I just really feel centered. A lot of people who I life coach, I'm always like, they're like, everything is an array. And I'm like, well, have you tried meditation? No, I don't know how to do that. And I literally get them to do the meditation as well.
So give us a quick like tutorial, if you will, on what a person can do to meditate, or what meditation is.
So meditation, the short, simple description I would say is getting yourself aligned and centered with whatever you're trying to accomplish. So what I do is I normally would probably read a Bible chapter or follow some awesome people on Periscope and just listen to a good word. Once I listen to that word, I just focus on that verse, and I just, close my eyes, fold my legs, sit up straight, and just breathe in and out, and just focus on everything else. Just focus on where I see myself 5 to 10 years from now, what I need to do, what I'm going to do. I pray. You know what I mean? I'm having my prayer with God, telling him, thank you for everything that I'm going through right now. And, everything that I'm going through right now, everything I will be going through in the future, just having my own conversations. So it's mainly just incorporated with prayer. I use Periscope. You can also use Pandora as well if you like gospel music. You can Anthony Brown. I love his station.
Oh my God, me too. He's awesome.
His station is awesome. So, it's so many different ways if you want to meditate, but me, it's mainly through prayer, my Pandora, and Periscope. I follow Pastor D on Periscope, and he's also always preaching an awesome word. He does prayers and affirmations every morning, and those prayers and affirmations just get you through. You just really he tells you it's done. Whatever you want to do or whatever you're asking God to do for you, it's already done. All you need to do is just pray. And you got to pray in the good, and you got to pray in the bad.
Yes. Real quick, what if you have someone that comes to you and they say, I really want to meditate, but I just cannot shut off the noise and the thoughts long enough to sit down, to meditate and to focus on, my devotions?
So I would ultimately, let's do it together. It comes with a lot of discipline, and 2016 is my year of discipline for myself. I literally had to discipline myself to get to this point. But I would say let's do it together. The more we do it together, and the more you have someone else holding you accountable for what you need to do, you'll get to that point. So you can't tell yourself that you can't do it, because can is not a word that we say. You will do it, and you're going to do it. You just have to discipline yourself to get to that point. You got to take out those devilish distractions and, get yourself to that point. So that's what I would tell them. Let's just do it together. And I would take time out of my day to do it with them.
That is awesome. All right. So we're coming up on another break. This conversation has been phenomenal so far. We are just enjoying it. And I hope you guys out there are getting something out of it. But we have our break that is coming up. We will come back and talk more with Morgan Cox. You're listening to Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show.
Focus on the word take for a moment.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, when I begin to just, think about take. When you taking something. Yes, we think about, the possession and grab and hold, but when you taking something on, you're capturing it, you're securing it, and you become impregnated with that.
Wow.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangster goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
Awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at StopTaxStopRex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway.
You are listening to Be Exposed Radio.
Hey, everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
Focus on the word take for a moment.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, when I begin to just, think about take. When you taking something, yes, we think about the possession and grab and hold, but when you taking something on, you're capturing it, you're securing it, and you become impregnated with that.
Wow.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Joining us right now is Mr. Antonio Long. He was one of our first See Baltimore artists. That tour is actually under construction, and we're doing some revamping and making sure the foundation is solid.
Yes.
So we haven't forgotten about it. So December, we kind of took a pause, and we'll be back up and running in January. My mind is gone. Food. I need food. If you're in the downtown Baltimore area and you have a cheeseburger in your hand, definitely stop past the studio. Give me a call and let me know where you are, and I'll meet you wherever you are. But Antonio Long is joining us in the building. He's a singer, inspirational, not necessarily gospel, not necessarily R&B, but encompassed of both of them. Yeah. So let us know a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Singer, writer, recording artist. And I just like to make good music.
There we go.
From Baltimore.
So possibly we'll hear a little bit of it live if he's not afraid, because we throw people under the bus.
Yeah.
Talent wise.
No doubt.
On this show. We got to see if you got the chops to sink or swim.
Okay.
We do it. We don't hold back here. We don't hold back here. But we'll definitely try to hear from him a couple more segments. So let us know about your music. So do you have an EP coming out, or is it one in the making?
I just released the EP actually October 28th.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's called Life. Yeah.
So what was it like making that?
It was fun. This is my first it's 8 songs on the project.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little more lengthy than your typical EP. But
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW, everybody. Welcome back to the Be Inspired radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, and
our co-host, Jerome Morris.
And y'all, guess who just walked in the studio? I'm like, so excited. Dr. D is with us. Oh my God, we're going to have so much fun. But we still have Morgan Cox, our special guest, with us. Hey, Morgan.
Hello.
Morgan, Dr. D, Morgan.
Hi, Dr. D. How are you?
Just fine. How about yourself?
I'm great, thank you.
Great. So we're going to wrap it up, but I want you to just recap some of the messages that you want to send through Impact and for women empowered by women, and then also let everybody know how they can get in contact with you and learn more about the organization.
Cool. So, just what I would like everybody to know is just, finding your purpose is the best thing you can ever do. Finding you as an adult will definitely instill and pass on into your kids when we're raising them. So just try to be the best version of you. Always try to center yourself and, follow your purpose, follow your dreams. If you need someone to help you with that, and just looking for like someone to talk to or anything, I always do free consultations. You can follow me at Instagram, who is Morgan Cox __, Facebook Morgan Cox, or you can email me at whoismorgancox@gmail.com.
So I'm going to ask you this question too, because I think it's important for people to know. What are some of the obstacles that you've had to face in developing your organizations and just in life, and how did you overcome those?
Oh, all right. So my obstacles, one was people taking me serious. At first, no one really wanted to take me serious. Even now, I think mainly my intermediate family takes me serious, but everyone else kind of like, what is Morgan doing? Oh, this is just something else she's doing. But no one understands how much it actually works and, change. Like, I'm not that same person who you knew like 3 or 4 years ago. You know what I mean? People change, and we change for the good. Some people may change for the bad, but see the work that I'm doing and really recognize it. So definitely, as far as that support, I make my biggest supporters are everyone else. Again, with certain people in your family, you really don't get that support for the fact that nobody really wants to take you serious, but other people support you, other people believe in you, and you're just able to keep moving and keep pushing forward. Another business obstacle is money. It's always like, well, how am I going to get money to do this? And my main thing is God is my father. He's my provider. So my bank account may be looking empty, but he has other plans.
That's
So
right.
when I keep telling y'all prayer, it's like I pray about it and I pray about it, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's like, I have this coming up, I have this coming up, I need to do this for London, I got to do this for myself, this has to be paid. Where am I going to find the money to do this? And through prayer, God always makes a way. So, just praying and being faithful, He always makes a way, always some type of sponsorship, always some type of money out there. But that's really it, though. And other than that, just setting the time for yourself to really focus on what you want to do and getting it done.
Okay, so I have a question. If you weren't doing the whole like life coaching thing and being a motivational person, what would you be doing? Like, what would be your backup?
So what my backup, like as far as if
Or
I'm not
like a
today?
secondary type of thing?
Well, like, are you talking about like job wise, or are you talking about like if I'm not the person who I am today?
If you weren't the person you are today.
Okay, Morgan, who would she be? She would probably be. I would definitely say I would not be a good mother. I would probably be out every weekend, even though I do attend events here and there, but definitely the moderation. And I really feel like I would just be trying to please. I'd probably be like one of those girls on Instagram who is just trying to please just for likes. You know what I mean? Like just doing the utmost for likes. That's probably who I would be. And I really thank God that I'm not that person, because at first I was so lost in the approval of other people. Like other people, whatever the world wanted, that's what I wanted to get, because like that's the approval. That's what I wanted. I wanted those likes, those hearts on my Instagram page. You know what I mean? Just for doing the utmost, but that's not who I am.
I really want to commend you for being honest, because, for young women, we see that, we see the right now, we don't see the past or how somebody got to it. So I really would like to commend you for, being honest with our listeners and with us.
No problem. Thank you. I mean, honesty is the first step. We all have a story. As like, me and Naomi, when we met at the brunch in Brandon, it was like, what is your story? And without my story and what I went through, like me being a young mother, me getting married at a young age, and me just living in the world of, I wanted to be liked and approved by everybody. It was just like, that's who made me to who I am today. And I'm never ashamed to say it. And a lot of people who even knew me back then, they would tell me now, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy for what you're doing. I thank you for what you're doing. Like it's something we got to go through. You have to go through it to see the bigger side. So I'm thankful I went through it.
So we gotta wrap it up. We're getting ready to go out on our break, but thank you so much, Morgan, for joining us for this show. We appreciate you. We're gonna have you come back. Okay.
Yay! Okay.
But this time we
awesome.
want to see your face in the place since you're moving to Maryland.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having me. Definitely was a blessing, and to meet you guys and to talk to you guys as well. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break. Or,
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are the green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Yeah!
Fresh air,
What a glorious morning.
clean water,
Woohoo! This is great.
and endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to
Then what you're believe going to
this.
do is turn onto
Marcy
Marcy
and Brett
Avenue.
just broke up,
and go past the first
apparently
three
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
Then
think
drive 5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right. That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm your host, Miss Be Inspired, and
her co-host, Jabril Morris.
That's right. And guess what? We have a special treat, but this is going to be an every week treat for you guys. We have Dr. D in the studio with us. Now we're trying to figure out what to name her segment, But every week, she will have a 15-minute segment, and she will be talking to you about various topics. Now, tonight's topic is very important because it's a year-long anniversary from the Freddie Gray incident and all of the trauma and stress that went along with that particular situation. So tonight, she's going to talk to us about that. She's going to engage you guys, and she's going to engage us, and it's going to be phenomenal. So I'm going to turn it over into the capable hands of Dr. D.
Well, hello there. It's a privilege to be with you tonight, and so looking forward to just establishing a wonderful relationship with you. I am a clinical psychologist, and I am one who has had much experience working with youth, working with women, working with people from all walks of life that have helped me to see that we need to be encouraged and built up in terms of our mental health. And as Naomi said, we're not sure exactly what we're going to call this segment, but I will promise you that you're going to learn some things about how to manage your mental health so that you are more wholesome and walking out the abundant life that God has made available to you. As was said by our wonderful host or hostess, that this is the year anniversary or almost the year anniversary of the Freddie Gray incident and what was called the Baltimore Uprising. And if you remember, we had riots, we had school closings, we had malls that were closed because people were just enraged and incensed by the brutal killing of this young man. And at that point, it was as if nothing possibly would happen. One of a series that it was suspected police brutality that caused people to begin to turn on themselves in our communities. And the question was asked by many who don't live in the context. They're either not part of our the same race or ethnicity, the same social economic status. Why would anybody want to destroy their own community? Why, you're almost condescending, like, why is it? That just makes no sense. But yet, if you're not living in that reality, you may never understand. So part of my mission as a clinician is to shed light on what happens when individuals are dealing with these types of traumas going on in their lives. And I'm going to stress the issue around trauma. One thing I've learned in the years that I've worked with youth, and we're going to focus on youth for a minute, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about women. But one thing I've learned about youth, whether they be 5 or 25, is that young people are stressed out. Stressed out meaning fearful of what's going to happen in the future, sometimes fearful of what will happen on their walk home, what's going to happen to their family. And then you add to that, if I'm living in a situation or a community where brutality takes place, and you don't know who is going to get slayed by a stray gun and who's going to get arrested and be in jail for a nonviolent crime for a unspeakable amount of time, you will not only become stressed, but your stress will get to an extreme level, which is what we call trauma. Trauma is a very serious mental health experience and condition that can lead to a lot of issues. Let me give you a few stats so that you can understand how young people are indeed dealing not only with stress, but with trauma. According to the Center for Disease Control, 1 in 5 high school students report being bullied. 1 in 4 high school students report having been in at least one physical fight. Youth who are victims of violence have a higher risk of many other poor physical and mental health problems, including smoking, obesity, high-risk sexual behavior, asthma, depression, academic problems, suicide. And then in addition, young people are frequently the ones hurting other youth and commit a significant portion of the violence in our communities. Youth aged 10 through 24 years old represent 40% of all arrests for violent crimes in 2012. So we're dealing with a major issue of either being a witness of violence and of people being hurt and victimized, or actually being the victim themselves. So you add to that the fact that these stats are on steroids when we talk about Baltimore and when we talk about Chicago and we talk about New York. Well, in that sense, almost every young person is at risk for traumatic stress disorder. So let me even go even further to talk about the consequences to help those who may not understand how a community could start destroying itself in response to things like what happened with Freddie Gray. The effects of trauma include things like suicidal ideations, abuse of drugs to numb one's pain, aggressive behavior, nightmares, difficulty concentrating, which is going to affect your learning. But in addition to that, low self-esteem, increased feelings of depression and anxiety, feeling disconnected. I want you to remember that word, disconnected, feeling hopeless and despair. Is it possible that we saw the turning of our community on our community being a result of being in despair and a loss of hope? Like, who cares? Nobody cares. Why should I care? And we see that a lot. And then with that comes a withdrawal from life, from loved ones, and then a decreased value on life because essentially, why should I care about life when nobody else is? And when that happens, a disconnect takes place where I can actually watch violence going on and destruction going on and not even be moved because this is an everyday occurrence. And when it comes to that point, now we're really having a problem because therefore I no longer care about what's going to happen in the next moment and in the next week to my neighborhood or to the businesses that are bringing money into the community because, hey, what are you doing with the money? Is it really touching my life? And that needs to be dealt with. There needs to be a voice. So I'm going to suggest to you that if we learn nothing else from the Freddie Gray incident, from what happened in New York, Chicago, down in Florida, we need to get serious about caring about our young people and dealing with the trauma. The trauma comes from the drama. Let me say it again. The trauma comes from the drama. And if we don't make that connection and begin to address the drama that is feeding the trauma, then we're going to see the community turn on itself over and over and over again. It is my hope that through these kinds of sessions and discussions that we will be able to come up with ways to heal trauma, recognize it, and then begin to recover and become connected so everyone feels a sense of ownership where it's not their community and it's not the black man or the white man, it's our community and we are working together, but recognizing that entails healing. I'm very interested in hearing your reactions to what I'm saying because it is not merely a one person. All of us have to have some say in this matter. If you're going to do a live call in, please call 410-702-5657, 410-702-5657. If you're going to text 443-642-9403, 443-642-9403. And as we're going, I don't know if you have, I want to hear from my other host to see what you have to say about it.
I just had a question. So do you think that people feel like if they do take action, if they see something going on in a community or trauma going on in a community, if they take action, their efforts will go unheard? Do you think that that is, I guess, a reason why people may decide not to act?
I think that's right on point. When we talk about the hopelessness, that means people are feeling powerless. And when you feel powerless, then you're going to do whatever is going to get you power. It's called survival. And so what happens is psychologically, when people are made to feel and allowed to feel powerless, now they begin to either go in either direction. My voice will not be heard. Therefore, I won't speak in English. I'm going to speak with my fist. I'm going to speak with a gun. I'm going to speak because you're going to listen to that. If you ignore me any other way, you're going to hear me when I take on the more forceful way. And one thing I want to say to that, in my work with young people, I tell them anger is a very powerful emotion, and it's very easy to get stuck on just that emotion. And part of what therapy is teaching you how to expand your store of tools for getting something done. So, okay, you got the anger part. That's a powerful one, but that's not the only one. If you have only a hammer, you're going to treat everything like a nail, which means you'll win in some situations, but you're also going to lose because everybody can't deal with all that anger. So now we got to begin to learn to use other tools. That's why I love the civil rights movement of the 60s, because it taught us that peace can be a powerful thing. Peace is not passive. Nonviolent passive resistance changed the fabric and the tapestry of our whole country in the sense that no more Jim Crow laws. We have a Black president. How about that came from nonviolent passive resistance where, no, I'm not going to kill you with my bullets and my guns, but I will not adhere to unjust laws. I'll use my economic power. I will boycott. I will be in this. I'm going to vote. And that's a big issue. Every person listening to me today, people died for you to have that right to vote. I don't care if you don't like the people that are on the roster. You pick the less of two evils, because that right that's your power. And it came from somebody fighting for you in a nonviolent way and took the bruises, took the beatings in order for you to have a right to vote. Use that. That is a non-violent way that you get your job done.
We just have a lot of people liking the video. No one has left a comment yet. So I want to say, do not be afraid to call in or text in. If you're watching the YouTube video or the Ustream video or the Facebook Live video, please do not be afraid. See, people are liking it up a storm.
Awesome.
I know, but sometimes, you know what I feel like? Sometimes because this topic is so heavy, people don't feel afraid to touch it. They might not know what to say. They may not know. They want to hear because they don't know where to start. And maybe this will ignite some of you guys to really get involved and ask questions. But I want to encourage you to please call in at 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403. We have Dr. D here, and we're talking about the uprising that happened in April of 2015. We're coming up on the anniversary of the Freddie Gray incident and the Baltimore uprising. So call us if you have any questions or comments for Dr. D, 410-702-5657, or text us at 443-642-9403.
So I have a question. In your opinion, who do you see is at fault for the beginning of the uprising? Because I've heard accounts of, Mondawmin is a epicenter for children to get home. I've seen and heard that police weren't letting kids get on the buses, and I've experienced, Baltimore. I mean, I've experienced Mondawmin policing, and I can account, and I can say that yes, that's how they were. So, who do you see as at fault? Is it the youth's fault or the police officers' fault?
I tend to see this from a community and family point of view. It happened, so therefore it's all of our fault. All of us have a responsibility and have to take stock of where did we go wrong. And so we take ownership. I have an acronym for power. I shared that on CNN when we were dealing with this, because I felt that for youth, this was a power moment. And if you don't mind, I'd share that acronym because I think it's important that we hear, how do I manage power? Just 1 second here. Okay. But that P stands for keep your motives pure. When you have that moment where people are paying attention, keep your motives pure. O standing for own the opportunity. This is your moment. You had the world looking at us. So therefore, it's an opportunity, but an opportunity to change and not just be thrill seeking. W is have a whole understanding of wrong. So that's where we get into, I see what your wrong is, but I also see what mine is. In the Black Lives Matter, we are recognizing that there's a wrong in the system, but also we got to stop killing each other. E is for earning and learning. Get the qualifications to get where you need to go so you can be in power, handle it responsibly. And then R stands for handle your rights responsibly.
You guys, that was phenomenal. We don't have time to do our comments, but when we come back from the break, we'll do our wrap up and our comments. So you got to stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Split mental health.
We back. We on the air now. You guys, that's okay. You all just joined our break conversation. That's all. So just come on, welcome. Right, come on in. So, of course, you're listening to the Be Inspired radio show only on BeExposedRadio.com. And we have come to the end of our show tonight, which is tonight was amazing, first of all. We started off with Morgan Cox of Impact and 4 women empowered by women. And she's a young woman. She's 23.
Wow.
And she is the CEO of these 2 organizations, community organization. Impact focuses on the youth, and 4 Women Empowered by Women, of course, focuses on empowering the woman and inspiring the woman. So she gave her story of being a young woman, a young mother, and divorced, and still,
being able
pulling
to
this off, doing all this great stuff. I'm like, wow. So that's what we do here on the Be Inspired radio show. We bring people to you that can inspire you, to help you to do what? Live exceedingly above the status quo. That's our tagline here.
I feel like I should remember that.
Yes.
You're going to quiz me on that later.
You know I am. Next week, I'm going to be like, you're going to do what now?
Live exceedingly above, over and above is the same thing. Above
the
status quo. Okay. I got it.
And then we have Dr. D in the studio with us. Woot, woot. Yeah. So every week now, you guys, for 15 minutes, Dr. D will be talking to us. We haven't decided yet what we're going to name that segment, but we're going to brainstorm. You know what? I feel a contest coming on. I feel a contest coming on. So what we're going to do is get you guys to name it.
That'll be lovely.
Yes.
And I can donate a gift card.
Oh. Y'all. See, that's why y'all gotta listen.
Donate a gift card.
So can I answer?
No.
What? Sorry.
No employees of BeExposedRadio.com.
That's fine, I guess.
So sorry, Jabel. But I will quiz you next week on our tagline for the show.
Okay.
Which is what?
Live exceedingly above the status quo.
All right.
I already got it. You don't even need to quiz me.
All right. So look, we're going to post that on Facebook. We're going to have a competition. We want you to enter your names for Dr. D's segment. We'll give you a little synopsis of what that segment will be, just so you can brainstorm. And we want you to enter to win a gift card.
Absolutely. And also, can I put
you sure can.
Okay. Also, for our young people, we have a motivational text that we give these encouraging coping strategies, and that would be to the number 41411. Send the word power up, POWERUP, power up. And we're going to have some contests there eventually, but we'll tie it all in. Okay. And website, www.rso.today, www.rso.today. When you were talking about women, we got some things going on there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can talk about the conference.
Oh, you want me to talk?
Yes.
Yes. So again, our work is empowerment, and we believe that we maximize it, body, mind, and spirit. So we have a wonderful Women's Refreshing Conference coming up June 9th through the 12th. That's June 9th through the 12th at the Lancaster Best Western Eden Resort. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have everything from mental health to medical to spiritual, and we have a jamming band and praise and worship team that Naomi is a part of. I just want to let you know. Oh, she's just woot woot.
She forgot to mention that.
So please get on our website, www.rso.today.
Yeah. And I did plug it. Did I plug it last week?
No, I'm saying you didn't never tell us that
I was on the praise team.
Yeah.
I did. I plugged the conference, but I left that part out.
Yeah, you left that
so
part
modest.
out.
Now I'm here to expose.
Be exposed.
Be exposed.
Oh, I guess so. How y'all out there in Ustream? You know how we cut up in the last couple minutes of the show. Y'all know how we do. Yeah, all right. So yeah, we still got like 3 minutes. So
Oh, well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So we'll prepare. As you heard, we're going to have some questions that we'd like to post on the Be Exposed website so that we want to hear from you. This is interactive. This is a community experience, and we all bring something to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys.
I know it's a lot of youth organizations in the city as well that deal specifically with the whole Freddie Ray incident, because it was such a citywide thing, and then it had the youth of Baltimore looked down upon.
Yeah.
The mayor called youth thugs, and I'm not too far removed from a youth. I'm only 22, so I'm still considered youth in some realms.
Right.
So of course that that spoke volumes to me, because it was a couple, and that's why I asked you the question, because even though the kids were doing it, but it wasn't a initiative. Like, they didn't start it right away.
Exactly.
It had to be some kind of catalyst.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that triggered that, because they're not just going to start burning Mondawmin. Mondawmin is where everybody goes for essentials. This is where everybody hangs out. So we're not going to destroy that. We can't.
Right.
So that's why.
Unfortunately, we rely on, I'm not going to say unfortunately, because I'm part of media, but we do rely on media to feed us information, and a lot of things are missing in the media. There are a lot of things we don't get to see. They don't show us. So what we came in on was the kids, throwing bricks and rocks, and you saw all
the police officer. That one same photo of the police officer getting hit.
That's what you saw, and that's what we were left. That's what we were fed, and that's what we were left to draw our conclusions and opinions from. But there were a whole lot of things that we didn't see, like the buses weren't running, and the kids were stuck. And, I mean, how else are you going to respond?
Accident waiting to happen.
Exactly.
And again, that's where we deal with the responsibility. Something that I'm going to suggest is that maybe within this month that we do bring some young people in, or get them on the phone and just hear, where are they, what their response is, because that's part of the problem. I went through a lot of events that were supposed plans for how we were going to deal with this, and it was a bunch of adults talking.
Yes.
No conversation. Here we go. Disconnect.
Right.
And so we can do that.
Get a couple of youth people in. I already have a plethora of people in my head. So
you guys, we got our homework, but we also running out of time. So we're going to be working on that competition for naming Dr. D's show, or her segment on the show, but her show eventually. And then we're going to get some youth in here. So you guys, please, you got to tune in next week. It's going to be awesome, to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. That's it. We're done. That's awesome.
The Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, Artist Exchange Live, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange.
Because if they were poor in doing this, it would be outrageous, and we would be upset about it, and no one would want to watch it. So, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, I appreciate the performances, but I just, it's not. I don't know that it will stand the test of time. doubt it, frankly.
So transitioning over into our topic for this segment, it's on the Broadway show Hamilton that has been getting some not so good press.
Oh, really?